So let's begin with the today's lecture, and I welcome you all to my channel Class Fly Community. So today we will be doing about alternating current. See, alternating current, whenever we see about current, that means the first question which comes to our mind is what basically current is. Current is, in simple words, we can say rate of flow of charge. That is, if a charge is flowing through something, so that rate of flow of charge is known as current. Okay, so now see, alternating current. What is basically alternating current? We know that DC current moves in one direction, but alternating current is just the opposite. A current that changing its direction many times in a second at regular intervals. So that means it is just the opposite of the DC current. So it is a type of a current which will change its direction with many times in a second at regular intervals. So see, you know that like this we have always drawn this circuit with the vertical lines, and this is a DC circuit. So this is a higher potential and this is a lower potential. So the current starts moving from in this direction and moves like this, continue moving like this. Now see what it happens in AC current. It started from 0 and then it goes on to the peak current, and then it again comes back to 0. That means at first it will start moving like this, but when it comes back to 0 again, then from this side it will start moving. That means it will continue moving. One time it will be this side moving, and one time it will be this side. So when it is moving in this side, that means we will get a positive cycle like this. It first starts from 0, then it moves to the peak, and it then comes back to 0. Now it moving in the opposite direction, that means we will get a negative cycle, right? So we are getting a negative cycle in this direction. And this continues. That means one time it will be positive half and again it will be negative half. That means one time it will move from this side and the other time it will be moved from this side. Okay. So see, this is basically our alternating current. So whenever one full cycle it will make, that means one full cycle. Till here this is a one full cycle. And that time is called as time period. From here to here is our first cycle. So this will be our one full cycle, and this full cycle will be a time period. The time taken to complete this one full cycle will be our time period. Now in 1 second the number of cycle get made is called frequency. That means the cycle which is making in 1 second, that is the total number of cycle get made is called frequency. Okay. So now let's begin with the generation of sinusoidal voltage. We will see the generation of the sinusoidal voltage. See, when a coil is rotated at uniform omega, that is the angular, in magnetic field, EMF induced is given as phi equal to NBA cos omega t. What I told, I can't understand, right? See, this is a coil. When we rotate this in an angular part, so it in a magnetic field, so it will induce an EMF. Okay, so this is a coil. It will rotate in this magnetic field and it will induce an EMF. And so we say that this phi, that is the flux, is equal to N. N means the number of turns it is making. B is a magnetic field, this magnetic field, and A is the area. Okay, so by Faraday's law, the induced EMF is given by, so according to the Faraday's law, we can say that E, that is the induced EMF, is minus N, that is negative of a turn, and d by dt of BA cos Q. Q is a omega t. Okay, I have written here that B and A are constants, so we will take out this B and A, so we will get minus NBA. Now d cos Q we have to do, and if the angular speed, this is an angular speed omega, because with this it will start moving, right? So when this angular speed of the loop is constant, the angle is q is equal to omega t. So this q is an omega t. So when we do differentiation of cos omega t, we get minus sin omega t. So this minus became positive and we get omega we came out. When we do cos omega t, we get what? Omega minus omega sin omega t, right? So omega NBA sin omega t, and we know that omega NBA is a E naught sin omega t. Okay. Now see, spinning a loop in a magnetic field at a constant rate to generate sinusoidal oscillating voltage. See, this is a sinusoidal oscillating voltage. That means E naught is equal to omega NBA. We have to remember this. E naught is always omega MB. That is the angular speed, the number of turns, magnetic field and area. So when we spin a loop in a magnetic field at a constant rate, that means at a particular constant rate, to generate a sinusoidal oscillating voltage. The similar thing we can do like this. That means there will be two magnets, one will be north and one will be south, and it will move from north to south, and a coil with split rings with brushes. Now see, I have written simple words. There are two pole pieces in between which a coil is placed. If the coil is rotated at an angular speed, we have to rotate this coil, and through the slip rings connected with two terminals of this coil. So the slip rings are connected to the two terminals of the coil, and the brushes gets also connected with the slip rings, and these brushes will give the EMF. That will be an output for the alternating current. Okay. So this part was that is the generation of the sinusoidal voltage. That means how we can get E is equal to E naught sin omega t from the following Faraday's law, as well as a phi is equal to NBA cos omega t. Okay, now let's move on to what is frequency in a more detailed manner. So see, as I told, the number of cycle made per second. So if I made a waveform 1, 2, 3, so this is my 2 full cycles, right? So 1 cycle, 2 cycle. So the number of cycle made per second. That means in per second, how many number of cycles are made by the alternating quantity. So that is called a frequency, and a frequency is measured in cycle per second. We can write C per S, or cycle per second is also known as hertz, and frequency is denoted by F. So we know that the number, that is the number of cycles, so we will write as N, and it is per second, so we will write S. So this is basically, so today what we learn? Today we learned about the generation of sinusoidal voltage, how we got? First we know that phi is equal to NBA cos omega t, right? N is a turns, B is a magnetic field, A is an area, and cos omega t, omega is an angular speed. What we know that? So this is when a coil is placed in a magnetic field and is rotated in an angular speed, at that time we get an EMF, right? So now we know our Faraday's law. So E is equal to minus N, and we will differentiate this whole part. And when we differentiate, we get what? E naught sin omega t, and this E naught is our omega NBA. Okay. So this is what we learned, that is a generation of sinusoidal voltage, as well as what we learn, what is a frequency. So in simple words, we say that frequency is a number of cycles. So number of cycle is here represented by N, and in per second. So the total number of cycles per second by its alternating quantity is called frequency. And we know that frequency's unit is hertz or cycle per second. Okay, so till then, be happy and have a great day.
Now is the quote time. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. I hope all of you understood today's lecture and thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live Magus videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.